Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and sincerity unto the elect. Shalom. I'm back at you with another lesson, Lord willing, straight to the point and edifying. And I'm just going to try to do a quick lesson. All right. I did this lesson last week. Something happened with the recording app that I use, and it didn't take the video. All right, so basically this is a retake. Lord willing, is edifying, straight to the point. All right, this message goes out to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, or the true people of the scriptures of the Holy Bible. All right, you're the children of Israel. All right, you need to return back unto your power. All right, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, so I know a lot of people been talking about this movie, Leave the World Behind. All right, there's a lot of hidden messages in there, from the elite. All right, basically prophesying on the left-hand side of the things to come. All right, the things that they're going to bring upon the people. All right, and first and foremost is for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, to completely enslave you. Okay, so I'm not going to rant more. I'm just going to get straight to the point. All right, so you can see this picture right here of the little boy and the girl. All right, and his shirt says obey, and her shirt says NASA. All right. Give me 1 second. I should have had this already queued up. All right. And, through the head apostles on down, the elder brothers, all right, who taught, who teaches their underlings, okay, or their students, okay, to look up words, all right, which is very smart, very strategic. It brings more understanding to certain things that you may not understand, or that may sound off, but once you get the the actual definition, all right, whether it's in the Greek, or the Hebrew, all right, it makes more sense. All right, so in the Blue Letter Bible, Strong's G, all right, the lexicon, all right, Strong's H5377, NASA. All right, let me see if I can play the
Strong's H5377, Nasha.
So it says Nasha, all right, but transliteration, right, is NASA, all right, and the definition, all right, for NASA is to beguile, all right, deceive, all right, to beguile, to deceive, all right, and let's go look up the word beguile, all right. All right. Beguile, it says charm or enchant, all right, and these are all the enchantments, all right, of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right, which is the devil in the scriptures, all right. It says charm or enchant someone, sometimes in a deceptive way. Let me get this scripture. Start it out. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right. This is one of the devil's devices. Okay. One more scripture. All right. And this whole movie, all right, basically tells you what's to come. All right. What they have planned. All right. As well as the fall of Babylon, the great America. All right. Ecclesiasticus 12:10, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right. And this is talking about Esau, Edom, all right, as well as you other nations, all right, as well as 2/3 of our people, All right. But our main enemy is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. So on her shirt, it says obey NASA. All right. So now we're going to get into these videos here. All right. Because like I said, this is all a part of the agenda. It's all a part of the plan. If you saw the movie, all right, it shows complete blackouts. All right. Complete chaos, madness. All right. It shows you basically the people that are, not in the cities, because the people in the cities are through. All right. So let me get this.
Did you know that NASA has launched a spacecraft on a mission to avert a potential internet apocalypse? This critical endeavor aims to protect us from a scenario where people could lose internet access for months or even years. Scientists have raised concerns about an upcoming solar storm that could strike within the next decade. This event could disrupt our communication networks and render satellites and power lines useless. To prevent such a catastrophe, NASA is at the forefront, working tirelessly to gather crucial data and understand these solar storms.
All right, and they're putting a narrative out there, all right, so that when they do, bring forth whatever they're bringing forth, all right, which we know is complete destruction, all right, to ensnare the people, all right. Let's get that word beguile again. Definition, it says charm or enchant someone, sometimes in a deceptive way. All right, the scriptures say that the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. All right, and we know that that serpent is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, and he's using heavy witchcraft. All right, heavy sorcery. All right, through his media. Okay, and he's pumping this throughout the world. All right, because there's different countries. All right, being plagued right now with blackouts, or they can't get into their banks, can't access the ATMs, so on and so forth. Even over here in Babylon, hackers, quote unquote hackers, are getting into are hacking like the main water supply and basically critical infrastructure, or the things basically that help the country move forward. All right, that keeps the country going on a day-to-day basis. All right, these people are attacking these specific things. Okay. All right, Revelation 12:12, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time. All right, and these devils know that their time is short. All right, this is why things are moving in the way that it's going. All right. these are all snares, man. All right. Psalms 119, verse 110. It says the wicked. Who's the wicked? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the border of wickedness. The Lord has called him the border of wickedness, man. All right. The wicked have laid a snare for me, yet I erred not from thy precepts. All right. So in these times that are coming, these trying times that are coming, we're gonna have to lean on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, because this devil, all right, he's a master at laying snares. All right, he's a master at witchcraft. All right, and sorcery. Right, he's a master at deception. All right, that's a part of his sword, man. All right, his deception, his witchcraft. All right, the scripture said that the heart is deep. Hold on, let me see if I can get that. All right. So okay. I think I might have to type it in. I have a lot of scriptures up here. All right, I'm just gonna type it in. All right, so okay. All right, this devil. Yep, there we go. I should have had that up there. Probably passed it. All right, Psalm 64 and 6. It says, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. All right, and these devils, all right, their mind is deep, man. To do evil, all right, to do wickedness, all right. Their heart is deep. All right, their mind is deep to do evil. All right, and this is from the wicked elite of Esau, Edom. All right, the elites, the bankers, the ones that control everything. All right, they control both sides of the wars. They control what country goes to war, what country doesn't. Of course, it's coming down from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, but he's giving them the power. All right, on the left hand. All right, Micah 2 and 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand." Let me get that, Job 9 and 24, all right? Because the power is in his hand. The Lord has given this devil, all right, the power to take peace from the earth. I'm going to get that next. Oh, willing. All right, let me get that, Job 9, 24. All right. Job 9 and 24 says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he?" And we know who he is. All right, the son of perdition, the son of lawlessness, man. All right. Let me get that, Revelation 6 and 4, I believe it is. All right. Revelation 6 and 4 says, "And there went out another horse that was red, signifying Esau, Edom." Right? "And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth." What did this devil do? All right. "And that they should kill one another." All right. "And there was given unto him a great sword." This is Esau, Edom. All right. And that sword is not only his military, not only his weapons capability, but also his sorceries and his witchcraft, his enchantments, man. All right. Let me get this right here. So it says, Micah 2 and 1, it says, "Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds when the morning is light." When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hand. All right. Next verse. "And they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man." All right. "And his house, even a man in his heritage." All right. This is what this devil does. He goes throughout the earth. All right. Oppressing people, destroying them. All right. Setting up coups. All right. To take over the government. All right. Put their puppet leaders in place to oppress the people, to suck the land dry. All right. This is what this devil does. All right. So I'm going to get this right here, and I'm going to get an article. I ain't trying to make this too long.
One program in particular that terrified my client the most. A simple 3-stage maneuver that could topple a country's government from within. The first stage was isolation. Disable their communication and transportation. Make the target as deaf, dull, and paralyzed as possible. Setting them up for the second stage. Synchronized chaos. Terrorize them with covert attacks and misinformation. overwhelming their defense capabilities, leaving their weapon systems vulnerable to extremists in their own military. Without a clear enemy or motive, people would start turning on each other. Done successfully, the third stage would happen on its own. What's the third stage? A coup d'etat. Civil war. Collapse. This program was considered the most cost-effective way to destabilize the country. Because if the target nation was dysfunctional enough, it would, in essence, do the work for you. Whoever started this wants us to finish it.
You see? And you Babylonians don't even know that you're at war. All right, some do. All right, these Edomites do, these gun-toting, all right, Edomites doing, of course, the people that are watching the men of the Lord, of course. All right. And the people that are watching, all right, you know, what's going on in politics, what's going on in the world. That's why the scripture said, watch as well as pray. All right. Because we need to be paying attention to see what's going on. All right. To see prophecy. All right. But like he said, all right, that his one of his clients or whatever, which is one of the elites, all right, if you watch the movie, the guy told when he speaking to Julia Roberts, and he was telling her basically, like, you know, they were drinking or whatever, and he had a serious moment with her, and he told her basically, like, yo, one of my clients, like, basically we were talking, and you know we had a real conversation, and basically the guy told him, like, good luck. And then he was like, the Jake dude, he was like, well, so-called, you know, the Jake dude, he was like, it almost sounded like the guy felt sorry for him when he told him good luck. So you see all of these, and you got Mark Zuckerberg building a bunker in Hawaii. These elites are going into their retreats and their DUMBs, the deep underground military bases. Okay, they know what's coming. All right, they all know what's coming, man. All these wealthy, these super billionaires, super rich, they know what's coming, man. All right, you Babylonians are the ones that don't know what's coming. All right, especially you 2/3. All right, y'all don't know what's coming. All right, y'all just think y'all being oppressed. Y'all think y'all gonna make it. Let me just work a little harder. Let me go get an extra degree so I can get paid a little bit more money. When you need to be repenting to the Lord, man, and seeking the covering, because y'all not gonna have that covering in that day, man. All right, and judgment is gonna come down, man. All right, Isaiah 65:12. Isaiah 65:2-3 on down, man. You see? Because our people are consumed in wickedness and do not want to repent and turn back, who do not want to humble themselves, man. All right? Psalm 64:2, it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. All right, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, and the secret counsel of the wicked. All right, are these Edomites, man, the wicked elite, the top elite, man, the ones who are running everything behind the scenes, man. These are the people who are planning what's going on, man. This is who he's talking about. All right, and of course the movie had a bunch of other, you know, subliminals in there. All right, talking about slaves and, you know, the ship White Lion, you know, the first slave ship, right, and to come to Virginia. All right, these devils are basically telling us, man. You see? So let me just get this article before I get that other video. All right. And this is dated December 11th, 2023. All right. It says China's cyber army is invading, all right, critical U.S. services. All right. It says a utility in Hawaii, the West Coast port, all right, and a pipeline among the victims in the past year, officials say. All right. It says the Chinese military is ramping up its ability to disrupt key American infrastructure, including the power and water utilities, all right, as well as communication and transportation systems, according to the U.S. officials and industry security officials. All right, it says hackers affiliated with the China's People Liberation Army have burrowed into the computer system of about 24 critical entities over the past year, these experts say. All right, the intrusion are a part of a broader effect to develop ways to sow panic and chaos, all right, or snarl logistics in the event of a U.S. and China conflict in the Pacific, they said. All right, see, this is what they want, and this is what the movie showed. All right, it even mentioned the Koreans and Iran. All right, because all of these nations, all right, are going to come against Babylon, man. All right, all of these nations are going to come against Babylon. And when this place is weak, all right, which is already is weak, the military is weak, the people weak, all right, these nations are going to invade, man. All right, let me get that real quick. All right, Jeremiah 51:41. It says, "How is Shishak taken?" All right, that's key. That's the code word for Babylon. All right, and how is the praise of the whole earth surprised? Because this is gonna come with no warning. Okay, when this happens, it's gonna be no warning. When it happened to them in the movie, it was no warning. All right, the day of the Lord is no warning. All right, but the fact that we understand and we've been watching and we see, so we know something's coming. It's just when. It's not. How do you say it? It's not how, but when. If that's roughly paraphrasing. All right, because we know it's coming. All right. Jeremiah 51:41. It says, "How is Shishak taken? How is the praise of the whole earth surprised? How is Babylon become an astonishment among the nations?" All right. Jeremiah 51:31, it says, "One post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to shew the king of Babylon," all right, "that his city is taken at one end." All right. Jeremiah 51:56, "Because the spoilers is come upon her, even upon Babylon," all right, "and her mighty men are taken." This place is going to be finished. All right. "Every one of their bows is broken, for the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai power of recompense shall surely requite." All right. Let me get this right here too. All right, because these nations, all right, once this place goes down, all right, they're going to invade, man. They already have military here. They already got their soldiers here, man, coming through the southern border. All right, coming through the border every single day, every day. All right, let me just get that Jeremiah 49 and 31. All right, Jeremiah 49:31, it says, "Arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation that dwell without care, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, which have neither gates nor bars, which dwell alone." And that's Babylon, man. All right, there's no protection for this place. They're allowing this place to be taken. They're leaving it wide open for destruction. This is what the elite want. All right. All right. All right. Let me finish this. It says, "Amongst the victims are the water utility in Hawaii, a major West Coast port, and at least one oil and gas pipeline." People familiar with the incident told the Washington Post. The hackers also attempted to break into the operator of Texas Power Grid, which operates independently from the electric system in the rest of the country. So see, these quote unquote hackers, all right, are getting into key parts of the infrastructure in Babylon, man. You see? So let me see if I'm done with this. I'm gonna leave this open. just in case I gotta go back to some. So we're gonna watch this video, a quick video. All right, and this guy named is Steve Ram. Subscribe to him. He gives out updates constantly, almost every day, if not every day, about what's going on. All right, he breaks it down good. He gives you the articles and
Hackers affiliated with China's People's Liberation Army have infiltrated critical services here in the U.S.
Watch out. China's cyber army is on the attack.
China's cyber army is invading critical U.S. services, cause societal chaos inside the United States to affect our decision-making around a crisis.
Attack ports, attack water supply, attack energy supplies. So in short, China's preparing for war with the United States.
China-affiliated hackers hit critical U.S. infrastructure, computer systems for water, power, communications, and transportation bodies. They have been affected. This just coming out today. Now, this comes as yesterday. I share with you the breaking news live as soon as it came out. China's cyber army is invading critical U.S. services. A utility in Hawaii, a West Coast port, and a pipeline are among the victims in the past year, but this all intensifying and coming out just yesterday that this is going to be increasing because take a look at this coming out today. The big one, preparing for a long war with China. January and February 2024, they're saying that 2024 looks like it is going to be the year of war. The United States, China, Israel, Hamas, Ukraine, Russia. Things are intensifying, and I'm going to be sharing with you the latest so you know exactly what's going on. So we're going to be taking a look at video footage and articles that have come out in the past 24 hours. But before we do me a quick favor. I know this is not the news that anybody wants to hear, that we could be looking at a potential war, that there could be cyber attacks, and there's at least 24 different known infrastructure systems that are under threats by China at this time.
Even if you have a good relationship with your bank, there's no reason you can't open a Laurel Road high-yield savings account.
However, if you appreciate the information and you believe like I do that knowledge is power and us knowing what is going on is very important.
Appears to be part of a broader effort to insert cases
Here in the U.S.
Alexandra Hoff joins us now from our nation's capital. Alex, this is not good.
No, it's not. I mean, this infiltration appears to be part of a broader effort to insert chaos into our logistical systems. The information collected could then be weaponized if the U.S. and China were to become engaged directly in the Pacific. According to reporting from the Washington Post citing multiple U.S. and industry security officials, China's cyber army is invading critical U.S. services, like an attempt to break into the system behind Texas's independent power grid. Other victims include a water utility in Hawaii, a West Coast port, and at least one oil and gas pipeline, according to that report you're seeing there. Brendan Wells, executive director of the Department of Homeland Security's cybersecurity agency, told the Washington Post this, quote, "It is very clear that Chinese attempts to compromise critical infrastructure are in part to pre-position themselves to be able to disrupt or destroy that critical infrastructure in the event of a conflict, to either prevent the United States from being able to project power into Asia or to cause societal chaos inside the United States to affect our decision-making around a crisis."
You see? Just like the movie portrayed, all right? Because towards the end of the movie, all right, where they showed the scene of New York, I believe it was chaos. You seen bombs getting dropped, all types of stuff. It was chaos, man. All right? Because all of this is going to end up leading, all right, to civil war, which is going to then lead to martial law, because these devils are going to need to bring the order out of the chaos that they created, all right, to then enforce, all right, the digital IDs to track everybody, to know who's a quote-unquote terrorist or extremist, or, the people come to the border, they don't know who they are, so, to prove that you're not a criminal or you're not a extremist or a radical or whatever they're going to label you, all right, they're going to enforce those digital IDs, and we know where that's going from there on, man.
The report notes that over the past year, hackers affiliated with the People's Liberation Army in China have accessed the computer systems of about 24 critical entities.
Watch out. China's cyber army is on the attack, infiltrating 24 critical U.S. entities at least over the past year. Just some of the victims. You got a water utility company over in Hawaii, along with a major West Coast port and oil and gas pipeline. What are they up to? Here to react and to analyze, Scowcroft Center for Strategy and Security, Vice President Matthew Koenig. Matt, what are they up to?
Well, Brian, it's good to be on the show. And unfortunately, China's preparing for war with the United States. The strategy here is that they want to be able to invade Taiwan. They're worried that the United States will project military power from bases in Hawaii and the continental United States to Asia to defend Taiwan. And so what China's trying to do is to do these cyber intrusions, lay in wait, and at the right moment attack ports, attack water supply, attack energy supplies to prevent the United States from projecting military power forward. So in short, they're preparing for war.
Why do you think we're getting this story now?
Well, it's come out now, and I think part of the reason is that the administration, the U.S. government, has had a hard time getting these private companies to take the necessary security measures. You know, these companies, small utilities, aren't directly controlled by the U.S. government. They're small private companies, and so the Department of Homeland Security has tried to get them to increase their cybersecurity standards, has tried to get them even just to disclose that they have an issue, but often they don't want to do that. They don't want to announce to their customers that they have a problem, and they don't want to spend the extra money that would be required for cybersecurity.
And that's all bullshit. All right, they want this to happen, right? The elites, this is what they want. All right. Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right. Next verse, it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. All right. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust, all right, had not been altogether wiped away, because this is the devil, man. All right. 2 Corinthians 2:11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right. Let me get this. All right. Because this is what they speaking. 1 Thessalonians 5:3 says, for when they shall say peace and safety, all right, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman, all right, with child, and they shall not escape. All right. And this is what they're pumping. They're pumping the peace and say, oh, we all right, you know, this is just what it is. And, you know, it's back. We're basically already at war. We're at war. World War III is already happening, but just on a minor scale. All right. Because these powers, all right, they're doing, you know, covert things to mess with each other. All right. Whether it's, you know, taking one of their ships, or launching drones, or cutting off their food, or, you know, messing with their infrastructure. We're already at war. It just has not been boots on the ground and you know, missiles flying. All right. And places getting invaded. All right. So y'all can watch the rest of this. All right. His name is Steve Ram. You know, very edifying stuff. You know. So let me see. Let me see. So I'll play this. I ain't gonna play those two up there. I'll play this.
19 states have seceded.
The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The three-term president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
Citizens of America, the so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens? We're moving to DC.
And you see, like my last lesson, when I said, Esau, Edom, he's about to unleash the full, all right, the full power of the left hand, all right? The Lord is going to give him the green light, all right? Hold on. I think it's 17. Yep. Psalm 17 and 13, it says, "Arise, O Lord, Yahweh Bashem El Shai, disappoint him, cast him down, Esau, Edom, so-called white man. All right, deliver my soul from the wicked, all right, which is thy sword," because Esau, Edom is the sword of the Lord, man. He's the whipping stick of the Lord, man. All right, and he's using Esau to punish the earth, all right, before the Lord sends Lord Yahweh Shai to punish him, all right. And Esau is set up to punish the earth, man. All right, Revelations 6 and 4, Job 9 and 24. All right, this is what he's supposed to do. This is what he was created to do, to be wicked. All right, and to destroy the earth. But he's a whipping stick unto you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Lord is gonna allow him to go through you like a hot knife through butter. The Lord is gonna set Esau upon the world, man. All right, he's gonna that Revelation 12 and 12 says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he had a short time." And Esau is tired, all right, of playing with you Babylonians, man. All right, but he also knows that he can't just come and say, lay down, because he know that these Babylonians, they believe in their constitution, they believe in their laws or whatever, all right, and they're gonna pick up arms, all right. This is what's gonna cause the civil war, all right, because you got these patriots that already see what's going on, these red-blooded Americans that already see where the country is going. They have an incompetent president. We're going to war with multiple different countries at the same time. We're involved in multiple wars. All right. They're sending off billions of dollars. All right, to other nations so they could buy yachts and shit like that. All right, and to wage war. You see, and the people see it. All right, the people see it, and it's only a matter of time. I'm going to restart this as well. It's only a matter of time before 2nd Ezra 15 and 15. 2nd Ezra 15 and 15. "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." All right. Hold on. There we go. Next verse, the point says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power." All right, because the people are they're just gonna say, "F the government, F Biden, F everything. We gonna do what we need to do to get out, to get the country back." All right, and let's go look at the definition for sedition that I have right here. All right, sedition, it says, "Conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch." And what would that be? The American government, the Babylonian government, the king of Babylon. Okay? And these people are going to lose it. Hold on, let me get the scripture back up there. All right, these Babylonians are going to lose it because they're seeing the fall of their kingdom. All right, these Edomites. They're seeing the fall of their kingdom, man. All right, so I'm going to start it over. And there's no coincidence, all right, that they're coming out with these movies. They're literally prophesying on the left hand, telling you, it's called the something of the method. The brother had it up. What is it called? But basically, they have to tell you what they do before they do it. All right.
19 states have seceded.
The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The three-term president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
Citizens of America, the so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens? We're moving to D.C. today.
You need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol.
Every instinct in me says this is death.
Flooded.
Every time I survived a war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? Well, you're American, okay? Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
The Western forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
Get in the car! Get in the car! Move, move, move!
You're gonna hang back.
I'm not hanging back.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Go, 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 go!
God bless America.
All right, and they're telling you, all right, what's to come. All right, it's called predictive programming. All right, Lord willing, tomorrow I can get more into this video as well as some other videos showing, all right, that this was already planned, man. These things were already on the books. All right, Jade Helm, Lord willing, I can get into that today. All right, Lord willing. All right, go more in depth in it. All right, but this is already planned. They already know that it's going to be mass casualties. They already know, all right, that the people are going to uprise, man. All right, and they already have their UN militia here, their UN military. All right, I'm going to get into that, Lord willing, tomorrow. I'll get all of that. All right, they already have their people here, man. So when the people, that's who's coming through the border, man. Okay, and these Babylonians are ready, man, because they're not ready to give up their kingdom, man. These Edomites, first and foremost, they ain't ready to give up, all right, their kingdom, man. All right, so I'm gonna play 2 more videos. I'm gonna wrap it up. All right, Lord willing, I can get into this more in depth. All right, today, Lord willing. All right. So let me get this. Let me read this first again. 2nd Ezra 15 and 16 says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power." All right. 2nd Ezra 15 and 17, it says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able because of martial law." All right. Because when all this goes up, that's going to be the end result. All right, and they need martial law to be enforced so that they can come down with the great wrath. I mean, they're going to come down with the great wrath, but the draconian measures, all right, the rights being taken away, stripped completely away, all right, because this is all going to lead into the complete digitalization of the system, of the people, all right, giving people the C-hip, all right, so they can track you, trace you, tell you what you can't do, cut your money off. You can't go nowhere if your social credit score is messed up. This is what these devils have planned, man. Complete enslavement, all right, of the human race, man, and especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right. 2nd Ezra 15 and 18 says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, all right, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid," all right. Next verse it says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor." It ain't gonna be no hi neighbor, what's up, how you doing? If you watch the movie, the Kevin Bacon guy, right? When they went over there to get the medicine to help the guy's son, what did he do? He pulled out the gun on him. Because nobody, the days is coming. These are the days that are coming. You're not gonna be able to trust no one. All right? We're gonna have to keep our trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's the only thing we gotta have in that day, man. 2nd Ezra 15 and 19, it says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." And all this is going to be simultaneously going on. All right, because the stores are going to be getting ran through, all the grocery stores, all the places that, sell anything. We think what people are going to do when it becomes lawless, man. All right, they're going to ransack everything. All right, and there's going to be no food. And then that's when the home invasions are going to begin. That's when, the putting the people to death and robbing and stealing and ravishing and all that is going to start beginning, man. All right, especially that you got these migrants that came over here from Venezuela, Ecuador, out of these Mexico, from out of these maximum security prisons. It's going to go down, man. All right, let me get this. It says Isaiah, this is Isaiah 19:2. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and these are you Babylonians, all right? You Americans, you so-called Americans, all right? Because we're in spiritual Egypt, all right? And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, all right? And they shall fight one another, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom, all right? And this is what's going to come. Okay.
You ever heard of the 80-year theory? So propose that every 80 years there's a historic event that happens that cycles into American history. So the next time will be 2024 next year. If you rewind 80 years from 2024, we're at the end of World War II, which is 1944. If you rewind it another 80 years before 1944, you're at 1864, which is the end of the Civil War. And if you rewind it another 80 years, the end of the American Revolution. So it's basically saying that every 80 years, there's some huge moment in American history that happens that changes the course of events.
All right, and this is what they need. They need that course of events to be changed, all right, in order for them to bring this NWO, man. All right. 2 Timothy 3:1, it says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. All right, because this is where this is all going, man. All right. Isaiah 33:6, it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai is his treasure. All right, and the wisdom and knowledge of these scriptures is what's going to keep the men, women, and children of the elect stable in the times where chaos and madness is breaking loose in the streets. All right, when there's going to be, gang wars, gender wars, rich versus poor, people going up against the government, people breaking into homes, all types of madness. That's what's going to keep the elect, all right, stable. Lord willing, we have that number. You see? Hold on, let me see if there's anything else. Yep, let me get this. All right, Ephesians 5:15, it says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, paying attention, right? Keeping your head on a swivel. All right. Looking what's going on in the world and filter it through the scriptures, understanding what's going on. All right. Not as fools, but as wise, not as 2/3. All right, redeeming the time because the days are evil. All right. Let me play this and then I'm going to wrap it up.
The FBI director said we have an estimated 80,000 terrorists on American soil. Well, we just had a very disturbing event. There are two disturbing events. One is getting no coverage. John Cornyn, Ted Cruz, 4 other senators had an impromptu press conference, but only the alternative media covered it, and I played portions of it for you on my channel. Now, what they described was they encountered sex traffickers, couldn't do anything about it. Biden's policies, release. Then they caught terrorists with IEDs, release. They took the IEDs, but they released them. Now they've discovered multiple IEDs crossing the border. Multiple IEDs crossing the border. It's too late, baby. Now it's too late. No money for Ukraine. All money to border security for whatever that's going to be worth now. But we can maybe contain the damage that's coming. We are going to be hit by massive terrorist attacks. There is no avoiding this. And we've seen the signs. Senators are telling us, Border Patrol is telling us, everyone but the mainstream media and the global elite are telling us, it's too late, baby, now. It's too late. We're going to get massively hit. I pray for each and every one of your safety. but I pray also too that you exercise good discretion in terms of going to public events. And I think the holiday season here is prime time. Oh, wait a minute. We just had a terrorist event. It's called a takedown. We're going to cover that a little later here, and I'm doing an interview with Doug Thornton on that later tonight. Hey, it's time. It's time that we stand up and just say this government doesn't represent us. They're about taking us down. They created the conditions that have allowed this to happen, and we can't let this go unnoticed, and we can't go without responding.
You see? So these people, all right, these Babylonians getting ready. All right, Lord willing, I could do a lesson in on all of this. All right, later on today. All right, Lord willing. Let me get this, and I'm going to wrap it up. Proverbs 22:3 says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. And that's going to be 2/3 of our people, man, woman, and child, all right, as well as you Babylonians, all right. 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Nakakudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and sincerity unto the elect. Shalom.